Hi, my name is Aubrey Stone, Vice President of Cybertools Incorporated. We are a managed IT service provider serving small to medium-sized businesses in the greater Tacoma area. We are delivering a video series in light of the COVID-19 crisis aimed at training the workforce of businesses that are all working from home at working from home securely so that we can make sure to protect the data and networks of the businesses that are in this area. So we're hoping that everybody's taking the time to take a listen to this and take some of the information and use it in their practices as their employees are working from home. Today we want to touch on a common misconception and also talk about the most prevalent type of cybercrime we have been seeing in the recent past. And so the common misconception that we want to address today is that cyber criminals only used highly advanced tools and techniques to hack into people's computers or accounts. This is not true. Actually, cyber attackers have learned that the easiest way to steal your information, hack into your account, or infect your systems is just by simply tricking you to make a mistake. They social engineer attacks that can bypass many of the cyber security measures in place at your business and get into the email boxes of your employees. You know, cyber criminals know that as businesses, email, text messaging, social media, and instant communicating type softwares are the primary ways that we do our businesses. And because of that, they have really learned how to infiltrate those systems and socially engineer attacks that are made to impersonate other applications and other businesses and the people that we work with. It's called a phishing attack. It's where they are sending out millions of messages that they've engineered to look like something that your business would know, hoping that somebody will click a link that either downloads a malicious file or asks you to input sensitive data or asks you to input your user logon and password. These attackers will study businesses and genres of businesses, and then they will formulate these attacks to look like things that your business sees and does. They're very good at this. They will study your online presence. They will look at the remote tool or the types of tools, applications that you use to do your business, and then they will try to make these attacks look exactly like they're coming from them. Many times these attacks will have the right logos, they will have the right verbiage, they might even have the names of people that work at the businesses or for the businesses embedded within the message. So one thing we really have to get good at and very vigilant at is teaching our staff and ourselves to be to take second look at all of the communications that are coming across to them in their email boxes, in their text messages, and in phone calls, and on their social media platforms. We need to really take a look at these messages and make sure that they are originating from an authentic source. We need to change our internal practices so that we do not give out passwords, financial information, or any other secure type of information through our emails, our text messages, or to people that we just are not sure who they are. Even if they look really good and they seem like they are somebody you know, you should second guess and ask yourself if this is really true, if somebody is asking you to hand that sort of information over. Within your businesses, it's a great idea to have an internal procedure for matters of verifying these type of attacks. So if somebody is asking you to enter this, what does your company policy look like, or who should you call and double check with before you give that information away? Right now, we are seeing a big rise in this type of an attack based on the high emotion of the time and the frantic kind of nature that we all had to get to work the way we did, and the frantic kind of way that we're trying to get the information that we need from the Small Business Administration, from the unemployment office, from the federal government, those kinds of things. So they're engineering attacks now that are aimed at, that are talking about your stimulus check, your payroll forgiveness loan, all those kinds of things that we're all dealing with right now and that are kind of emotional to us because they mean, our financial well-being at this time. They're engineering attacks to ask you to, enter your banking information and get that check sooner and things like that. So I'm urging you today to really take a second look at every type of email communication that asks you to give some sort of information. Call our office if you don't know. We are glad to help you determine whether or not something is legitimate. Also, we have software that can help monitor. So there's something called the dark web, and a lot of times these phishing attacks are aimed at getting information from you, and sometimes people will click on links and give information, and then what happens is that information is sold on something called the dark web. A few months ago when I attended a training about the dark web, I was kind of flabbergasted at how this works and how much they're getting for email passwords, sensitive information. So a lot of the cyber criminals that are doing these phishing attacks aren't necessarily using the information they gain against you. They're selling it to somebody else who then uses it against you. And so we do have some software that we have purchased here at Cybertools that we can help monitor that dark web and determine if anything within your domain has been sold there or if anything within your domain shows up there. We also can run a scan, and then we also have trainings that we can deliver to your staff concerning phishing attacks and what they should be diligently looking for. So anyways, I just wanted to bring this to the forefront. It's really ramped up since the COVID-19 crisis, and we're seeing a lot of it happen, and we just wanted to bring it to your attention. If you have any questions, please call us. We'd be happy to help you. Thanks, and have a great day.